What's good, YouTube and Twitch? We have quite a big match, a huge high-profile match, and we're only in round 2 as Joey Linch goes head-to-head with Team Jobbers Ed Acepcion, so Team Zodiac, Joey Linch, and on commentary with me is Mystic V, aka Zach.
Hey guys, how's it going?
So, we should expect some really awesome play, and it looks like Joey's going first, and that is a Metalfoes card coming down, stealing. And we have Bullflame, so completed 8 and 8. No Ghost Ogre, it looks like, here, as stealing completes.
He's got to drop that counter as fast as he can.
We've actually seen throughout this tournament the Centric combination pop off. Ooh, this does not seem very optimal. Seems like a real rough start for Joey. And there
this
is
guy gets
Sage.
Oh man.
So Ed always tells me that he builds his decks like literally 15 minutes before the round. Oh no! We've got a grind game here.
Everybody's gonna just keep setting and summoning sages.
Oh
my
man. Definitely.
I had a round at a regional, like, I would say it was like 4 years ago, in which a guy basically, he summoned, it was Erebellum, and the opponent had nothing. He could not play anything, and he just kept poking and making the guy discard with Erebellum, to the level in which the last thing he made him discard, I think, was a dark, no, it wasn't a dark world. No, it was a dark world, and he finally came back, and then the guy just went, okay, well, I'm going to play, I'm going to Dark Hole, then I'm going to normal summon another guy, and I'm going to swing for game.
And there is the combination. A lot of decks playing it this format. And something funny to note, the 0/0s actually cannot crash, so you couldn't have killed Sage with an attack. And counter gonna resolve here. Ooh, Maxi, rough.
If any combo goes off, that guy's getting a big advantage.
Well, it's already gonna get one and then dig another card, so he's gonna get to dig 2 and unbrick almost no matter what it would feel like. And if there's a pendulum summon, there's
another.
Yep. So he could draw 2 this turn and draw for turn, or but he has to live, and this one back row may not do it.
I'm impressed he didn't drop Bismagia, or Bismagir, or whatever it's called.
Oh, he's gonna stop here and just attack.
Yep. Cross fingers that drawn card wasn't a melody.
It's surprising that Blue Eyes is actually considered the underdog in this matchup. Both decks with the ability to play during the opponent's turn. Ooh, Wind Blast, he held it. He's gonna clear back row. This is huge for Ed.
Yeah, that's basically like him playing Twin Twisters. Because not only is he discarding the White Rock to bring out the Spirit, most likely, but he's going to be banishing that combination. Or might even remove the scale entirely.
Oh, it's Dimension Barrier.
Declaring Rituals just because he doesn't want that Chaos Max, right?
Sheesh. It doesn't really do anything here, huh?
Yeah, I'd rather activate it and not have it get put into the top than anything else.
End phase resolution.
Here it comes.
This is good. Yeah, this is gonna be a pretty big turn for Ed. It may even be game with the 5 cards in hand, depending. He did have a clumped up hand, but I'm assuming he's going to be able to turbo off throughout this turn.
Looks like he had a lot of eggs open in hand.
But now he gets to crack them open here. He's gonna get out of Blue Eyes, then he can special summon an alternative if that's what he was missing in his hand. Ooh, trading. So that is not what he was missing, or he's just trying to get to more cards. Ooh, and there more cards come. 2 more for the cost of 10.
The board advantage instantaneously looks really heavy on his side.
I mean, everything does. Like, even with the 2 pendulums loaded, you have, what, the 2 pendulum monsters if you get another scale to use a card. So you have two pendulum monsters to the special summon, and then you're only left with 2 cards in hand.
He's got a 2 and a level 7 in extra deck right now, doesn't he?
And he still has to crash past Spirit to even get a meaningful Pendulum Summon.
Who, in theory, could even bounce himself off into Azurize and then wall up in case of anything. Goodness.
Yeah, but I think he's going to just keep it here because he's facing Pendulums. The only thing that can force it is like Eccentric. And it looks like Joey is setting traps and not scooping, so I have to assume that he has some kind of plan here. We are streaming at 11:30 at night because we do not control when our contestants play, and Ed is from California. So it is 9:30 his time, only 11:35 my time. Again, we want our contestants as comfortable as possible for feature matches, and they let us know in advance, kind of, when they have time. We try to accommodate them. And finally, the surrender from Joey, nothing to stop this. And that's going to wrap up our game one. Very, very dominant by the Blue Eyes, although Joey did get to try to fight back early on. We always like to take this time to thank ARG, Troll and Toad, and PBG. Without them, you would not have free tournaments for prizes without having to pay anything. 0 entry into these tournaments. Also, for those who do support the Zodiac stream, there are raffles for free product back. As I get a piece of popcorn stuck in my throat. With nothing to drink, I'm going to leave you in charge for half a second while I go get a soda.
Well, be warned, I do become mad with power. And today we are going to be starting with both players opening with 5 cards. Alright. Instantaneously setting up either to get his Kirin now or to get another Bunbuku. Regardless, he's... Oh, there's the Kirin. So, you know that he's got scales ready. There's Bismugear that I was speaking of before.
Yeah, it looks like Joey is open marginally, way better this time. Not marginally.
Well, you got Kirin, you basically got a really strong first turn board.
I think we're going to be, well, it depends, but I think we're potentially seeing a game 3 here. Depending on Ed's hand, too. Ghost Ogre's a thing. Ooh, the summon's happening here. Ghost Ogre's not going to get a chance. Is that it, though? Ooh.
It just might be. Nope, he's going to probably be popping Bismugear in order to set either a fusion or a combination.
And it is combo. And Bismugear going to go off now. And 2 cards. And Resolution. So you have to activate when it gets sent, huh? How do we determine whose matches we're going to feature? Robbie and I sit down and talk about them, and then sometimes we're bribed. Bribes do happen.
With a Kirin always on the board, it's always intimidating to make any sort of play that doesn't just get bounced back.
Well, it
and
looks like Ed's got a lot of answers here, actually.
Yeah, hopefully.
Stone, he is digging through. If he gets the Soul Charge, that Kirin may not be doing much. Of course, 4 total set back row is a little scarier.
Ooh, that opening hand must have been pretty bad, but that trade-in seems to fixed it.
Yeah, you never really want to see Dragon Spirit in hand. Is that 2 in the grave now?
Yeah, he buried 2, and he also buried a White Stone.
I like how you say buried. That's nice.
Oh, that's my ex-Magic playing brain.
No, that's good. I actually like the terminology. Oh, double Blue Eyes in hand. What is happening here?
He's gonna be dropping 1. He's gonna attempt to do something, and then the guy is just gonna. I'm calling it. He's either got a Gospel or he's got a Soul Charge. Now that that's been successfully summoned, passing prior to the opponent, you can Kieran that back.
Is Gospel Return of the Dragon Lords?
Sorry, yeah, you're right. Return of the Dragon Lords, my bad.
You're good, you're good.
Ironically enough, on YGO Pro right here, some of the translations for the cards, or name translations, although the written name in the programming itself is set,
the picture is not.
The picture still says Gospel of Revival.
Man.
There's another trade-in, man.
Jeez.
And here comes some more draw.
As I've said before,
cares.
Yeah, this man does not know the word stop. He's trying to get to that Twin Twister. He has to. I'm surprised Kieran got bounced, right?
Yeah, Kieran bounced to put the Sage back into the hand because I don't think he wanted to get a Spirit.
Kind of surprised that he didn't bounce the Boombuku. What's the reasoning there?
I'm actually looking at the fact that Counter and Combination are both in the back row, as well as 2 mystery cards, and I'm just going to assume as either Twin Twister, or if he sides them out, Solemn Strikes and Dimensional Barriers.
Yeah. I think going first, you side out the Twin Twisters.
Right.
But I could be wrong, because you don't just want to lose to Anti-Spell or Emptiness. And there is Barrier.
Is he calling Exceeds or is he calling Synchro? Well, I expect he doesn't want to lose to a Dark Matter.
And he loses Counter. The normal summon's already been eaten earlier. So yeah, he's stuck down to battle phase now. If that's all he can muster, I'm pretty sure Joey wins. But there are 6 cards in hand, so we're going to see a lot of set bluffs and maybe alive among them to not get Twin Twistered. So Joey falling down to 5,000 with that hit. And Ed setting 1, setting 2, setting 3. And that will be all she wrote. So I imagine among those bluffs there's a real threat of emptiness.
Yeah, kind of looking at those face downs, I'm assuming the same thing. One of the main reasons I'm thinking that the Blue Eyes player does have the win on this is because he's got Return of the Dragon Lords engraved, he's got stuff on the board, and it seems if he has Vanities, that's basically a secured game.
I think it's very... Oh, there's Twin Twisters. So that scale is not going to resolve and the other back row is going to get hit. If he has an Emptiness or a Wing Blast, he's in a very strong position. That hurts. And there is a proper scale, though. A scale 1.
He's going to try and pop that combination.
Silver's Cry. Time to swing.
Here comes the Spirit.
Yeah, that's rough. Does Joey have 2 scales left in hand that are different? Oh, is the Spirit can't activate?
It says, when this card is normal or special summoned, you can. I think he missed the timing because he summoned him out before Silver had resolved.
He said what just happened. Yeah, he definitely... I think he meant to play it to the activation of the card.
Right.
Whoops. Ed famously losing our last tournament finals for not holding A with Dark Magicians.
Oh, that's disappointing too.
Yeah, he would have probably beat Tiffany had he been holding A.
Oh man, here comes all those blue and brown cards.
I wonder if there's ever going to be something useful for like level 1s in the extra deck. Like, will there ever be a scale 0?
It seems, in my brain, I was actually thinking that there may be negative scales and like lower end scales, or possibly just a 0 scale, a specific singular 0 scale monster.
Here's Fusion. Now there's a pause here. Is it either Joey choosing or Ed having a response? It looks like
he was choosing his targets.
Yeah, now this card is so underplayed. Mithrilium is so good. Like, when I say underplayed, I mean underhyped compared to Alkahest.
I personally believe this guy is a at 3 Ignist or Prominence.
And going for the back row here, interesting. Could that, if he plays Utopia Beyond, that's next level, but I don't think you're overplaying with your Kieran. That'd be so sick.
Yeah, and then his one card in hand is like a level 2 tuner. He makes Stardust Charge Warrior and hits them all for 2,000 each.
We're saying bad combos here, boys.
Right?
Situational wins are good wins, all the less.
Yeah.
So he'll be able to crush over one Dragon Spirit, or try to. I assume he's.
Is he fetching for the Elshadal basically,
yeah,
the full Metalfoes?
Yeah. Should be, I would assume.
Unless he's somehow running double combination. Nope, there it is. Alkahest is going to be eating up that alternative no more often than not, unless, you know, he's going to be waiting for the Dark Matter play and then just suck it up like then.
Both these players are a little better than that, I would think.
All right.
They're both super seasoned. They both have over 4 Premier tops. I don't think, I don't think either one's going to play into the other necessarily, because there's also a Kieran on board.
And I wouldn't want to waste the Kieran with a fusion.
You have Kieran, you have full Metalfoes fusion. I think you're fine here. You're not in any rush or any trouble. Yeah, so there's Ed's gonna activate to try to force something. And you could just make Alkahest here, yeah. Like I said, there was no rush for his play. Pretty much you see the best play you could expect outside of misclicks and
not holding A.
Yeah. From these players.
Exactly. Basically, computer mistakes are the real reason that stuff like this happens.
And there is a gold driver.
I'm always impressed by the fact that Mithrilium just floats when it dies. I just love that. Everything about this deck just keeps coming back and back and back.
Very reminiscent of Shadows. Everything did something. And there is the overlay, but it's Alcei! I think you've got to take that. Oh, he's gonna.
Either that, or he's just putting it back before it goes off.
Yeah, before it's a problem. But Ed hasn't summoned.
Yeah, and he also has a Sage in hand too.
Gonna force the Alkahest. Everything's gonna be used up here, and but the battle phase is gone is the important part.
Oh, he's bouncing around to get Blue Eyes out.
Nice play. Oh, going for the Kieran, so he may have drawn a Twin Twister. Or he's just not scared of a Pendulum Summon because he's going to Synchro here.
Yep. Just, oh, you know, summon more than 2 at one time.
Deck changes are allowed between rounds. You can change every single round. That's something awesome about our tournament. Because the metas will change. Dark Lords are already legal. Destiny Soldiers are already legal in our tournament as well. We just haven't seen anything poke out from them yet. So, pop an Alkahest here. I think it's so cool the, like, synergy of the Alkahest grabbing something, then popping it with a Metalfoe. Oh, Gofu, since everything's been cleared. Okay.
Oh, no.
Yeah, it looks like we might be seeing a game 3 here, depending on that back row. And, yeah, Ed surrenders. Oh man. I think it was a little bit early, but I guess he knew where it was going.
Wonder what all those face down banishes were.
Had to be Soul Charge in there. So we see a game 3 between two great competitors. It's always a pleasure not to see a brutal 2-0. I forgot this match was even happening, to be honest. I thought all of our matches were done for the round. We actually already had a lot of great matches. We saw Totally Heroes. We saw Water and Older School BA that was trying to play Fire Lake and Traveler. Just got destroyed by Water, kind of the natural enemy. Seems like it would have been good against almost anything else. So, Sage popping off here, getting free. Oh, man. Ed is just moving at a lightning pace here.
He knows exactly what he's going for. He knows exactly what he's dropping.
Melody. Double alternative. G-Shed. Setting up for the next turns, too. These Charizards on my feet are feeling pretty out of place with all these dragons around. Spirit Dragon touching on down. And for those of you who can't see, I do have Charizard slippers on. Because nobody can see my feet. Stardust Spark, that's... Oh my goodness gracious, the nut.
I'm pretty certain that's done.
Joey saying congrat. Skill charge indeed. But Blue Eyes is the only deck taking real advantage of this card. And deservedly so. It's the first time we've seen it out of 3 games out of all that deck thinning. So I would say you do expect, if you go to game 3, you should expect to see Soul Charge 1 out of 3 games.
Statistics alone are going to say that with all of that draw, he's going to get at least one of those. One of the times. And there is the Spirit. There is this, oh man. It's insane.
The nut.
Oh, no Vermilion Dragon mech.
Who needs that?
Right? Looking at this, I'm just like, it's okay.
Oh, man, that has to be emptiness too. No way. What did he protect?
He protected Stardust Spark.
Yeah. Why do you even activate? Can't Ogre chain to that?
Actually, I'm pretty certain it can because it's already on board. But from what I remember, I think YGO Pro has a problem with the resolution of Spirit Dragon's destruction effect and the end turn destruction by card effects. So it should, what it's supposed to, like, I guess right now what it does is Spark will actually kill itself after Spirit Dragon's attempt to destroy it happens. So it's like, it won't protect itself because it's like, oh, now it's the end of the turn, that's resolving, and then Spark Dragon just suddenly dies and people get pretty bummed. But looks like dropping Azure Eyes saved everyone.
And Boombuku coming down. Yeah, there's a protected Azure on field. This is rough. Cannot be targeted.
Kaiju, I can't see anything.
As Billy once stated, I remember when only the God cards could not be targeted or destroyed. The good old days.
The good old days where everybody was pulling out fake God cards off the internet.
Oh yeah. Oh, I had the GB1 real ones. You could tell the fakes.
Oh yeah. We had a lot of kids that would go down to local Chinese restaurants that would have Yu-Gi-Oh stickers, and they would get like Gate Guardian, all the God cards, that fake Exodia that's the full head, the full set that says Dark Master on there. Oh man. And they'd come to school to be like, hey, who wants to trade? And I'd be like, hey, can I see that for a second? Peel it right up, slap it on their backpack, and go, sweet trade. Oh
man, the disrespect.
Well, a lot of the times the kids at my school, they were really, really sour, like little brats, and they'd be more keen on ripping off kids' Pokemon cards for Yu-Gi-Oh cards because they knew that they could actually get money from them.
Okay, so Joey is fighting back here.
Yep, he ain't quitting. No backing down.
If he can play through a Soul Charge with that nut and a backup alternative, he's the man. I'm sorry, Cam. I see you in the chat, Cam the man, Neil. Joey's the man if he wins this. Because it's actually looking pretty impressive right now.
What can you anticipate his board being set up for against the opponent now? With what you can see on the field right now.
I can't. I can see a bounce during draw phase if he holds A.
He did set an I'm keep calling it El Shadal, a full Metalfoes fusion and Metalfoes fusion.
Wait, can't he even
itself.
bounce? This was summoned this turn, so until the end of the next turn. So no, he can't even bounce, right?
He has to wait until the opponent's next end phase. So yes, Azurize is very strong in that respect.
Yeah, I can't see him lasting, but he's trying. Gotta respect that.
His heart's in it.
Oh!
That wasn't Vanities.
Indeed.
And he does not even care about Metalfoes fusion. He knew what to get rid of.
He got rid of full Metalfoes fusion, yeah. Joey being the sport and letting it ride out at this point.
That's pretty honorable. Having a guy letting the guy do his plays and kind of have that satisfaction.
Yeah, well, it's more show it out also for the stream.
Yeah, which makes sense.
I expect a nice deck incoming somewhere. Oh man, yeah.
I'm gonna cross my fingers for that that drowning mirror force, or that quaking mirror force. Sorry.
Storming even.
Yeah, there you go.
Storming would actually be pretty OP here. Regular mirror force wouldn't do anything.
A blazing mirror force wouldn't do anything either, but it would deal damage, wouldn't it? Or does it have to destroy?
Pretty sure it has to destroy.
There's a no blazing mirror forces in the meta.
So the 2 chum blocks are going out here. So Joey will be at 500, huh? Kieran activating, it can hit something?
It can hit the thing that
because
just went on because it wasn't there.
Oh,
when
there's the tag out
itself.
though.
And he's got the blue eyes.
Yep, and there's the game. Joey Lynch losing 1-2 to Ed Acepcion, our almost 2-time champ, but only a 1-time champ. Fighting to be a 2-time champ in this one. Any final notes?
Well, honestly, Soul Charge OP. That's all I gotta say.